Hey, it's Eric. Today I'm going to be going over assembling and installing your new RambleRack. So when you open the box, these are the parts that you're going to be seeing. This is the base tube, the clamp arm assembly, the volet strap, the front tray base, the rear tray base, a supplied 15/16 socket, and hardware. The included hardware has a 5/8 nut, 5/8 washer, large oilite, small oilite, keyed washer, 5/8 washer, and 5/8 main bolt. Also, there are 8 steel rubber-backed sealing washers and 8 M8 hex screws. So in addition to the supplied 15/16 socket, you're going to need a ratchet, an extension, preferably a 15/16 wrench or something similar, and a 5mm hex driver. So with the base tube on its side, you take the large oilite washer, place over the pivot core. Next, take the small oilite washer and drop into the pivot as shown. Make sure that the small oilite sits flush on the bottom. Take your clamp arm assembly, drop it over your pivot, as you can see here. You want to take your keyed washer as shown and drop it in. The important part is to make sure that the 2 flat sides line up with the 2 flat sides on the pivot. Next, you take your 5/8 main bolt and your 5/8 washer and drop through the pivot as shown. You want to place your washer and your nut on. When you tighten the main bolt, you want to make sure that the keyed washer stays on the 2 flats of your pivot. So I like to keep the base tube and clamp arm turned over on its side and make sure the bolt's seated all the way in the bottom of the clamp arm. Finally, tighten your main bolt to approximately 50 foot-pounds. It's really important to make sure that the keyed washer is firmly seated on the pivot. One useful check to know that you've tightened it correctly is you should see approximately 2 threads on the end of your pivot bolt. Next, I'm going to show you how to install your front tray. First thing you want to do is take your front tray spacer, place it over the 4 rib nuts as shown. Next, take the front tray, place over so that you can see the 4 holes. Take 1 M8 screw and sealing washer, install as shown. Make sure to tighten the screws firmly. We say approximately 5 Newton meters. All right, next I'm going to show you how to install the rear tray. Now, depending on the length of your bike, you can install the tray in one of 3 locations: close, middle, and far. So first, take the rear tray base and install over the rib nuts as shown. Most likely you're going to use the 2 middle holes. That fits most bikes. Next, take your tray, place over the holes as shown, and install hardware. Make sure to always install each screw with a sealing washer. Tighten each screw to approximately 5 Newton meters. It is very important that you fill each hole with a piece of hardware, regardless of whether or not it's holding a tray. If you forget to put a screw in one of these holes, your base tube will fill with water. However, if you do forget, we have provided a drain hole on each end with a removable plug. So that's how you assemble a RambleRack. So this is the stinger. It's what attaches your RambleRack to your hitch. So what you'll be receiving in the box is your stinger, a packet of grease, a wedge nut, a locking wedge, 2 base tube clamps, 4 3/8 base tube bolts with washers and nuts, a 1/2" bolt with a washer, and a 5/8 hitch pin. So the first time you use your RambleRack, we recommend installing your stinger first. I'm going to show you how to do that. Grease the wedge as shown. Next, take the wedge assembly and place in the rear of the hitch as shown. One thing to remember is not to tighten the 1/2" bolt too much. You just want to grab a few threads. Then you want to push in until the hole lines up. Finally, take your stinger, insert in the front of the hitch till the hole lines up with the hitch pin hole and the wedge nut hole. Okay, and the last and very important step is to tighten the wedge. Tighten to 80 foot-pounds. All right, so the final step is to attach your RambleRack to the stinger. So the first step is you take one of the base tube clamps, place over the 2 holes as shown, and then take one of your 3/8 base tube bolts with a washer, place through the clamp and the bracket. Next, take another washer and nut, tighten underneath. Tighten both bolts equally. Before you finish tightening the clamp brackets, make sure you've aligned your rack to your preference. You'll notice that the stinger has an opened end on the tube. This is so that you can install a second RambleRack. If you're not doing that, you can install the supplied end cap. All right, now I'll show you how to use the rack. Lift the bike in. Don't forget to lock your clamp arm vertical. Pull down till tight. Take your volley strap, insert through the slot in the tray. Pull through the buckle as shown, pull tight. You're ready to go. Okay, so when you're not using your rack, you can stow the arm securely by folding down and putting the pin in the second hole.